Ramadan.
You fire. You are fire. Loved this video. Loved it. Like you nailed the enthusiasm. You nailed it. For real. Like I'm not even kidding. My face is slightly emotionless because I'm exhausted. I haven't taken my medication yet. And between the PTSD and the being autistic, sometimes I have no emotions in the morning on my face. But I'm actually really enthusiastically enjoying your video right now. I just wanted to add to it, if you will let me, that this is absolutely not a surprise. Also, if you hear yelping behind me, my two dogs are wrestling to the death, I think. This is not a surprise because everything in this has been performative. And it has been a performative action meant to appease voters. Voters who do not care about racial bodies, although they are traumatized, utterly traumatized and devastated by all the horrendous things they are seeing. They don't actually legitimately care about our racialized bodies, because if they did, there would be none of this nonsense of vote blue no matter who. Because they would see that as racialized bodies, as minority bodies, as disabled bodies, as trans bodies, as LGBTQ bodies, that every single one of those political parties and those political candidates and those people who go into politics in the first place do not give a flying cahoots about anything that is not able-bodied, palm-colored, and with an extended member between its legs at birth, and still has it in adulthood, and still has it its whole life. That's all they care about. Even the racialized bodies tokenized by any of these parties. And I'm not even talking about the nasties. I'm talking about the AOCs. I'm talking about the Obamas. Their nasties are coming out of the closets, y'all. You now see how nasty they are and how quickly they sell out their own. And by their own, I mean other minorities. And sometimes even their own minorities. In fact, quite often their own minorities. Let's be serious. This entire political system, especially in the global north, especially in North America, is wholeheartedly founded on YT soupism. So cultural nuances, like even knowing that Ramadan exists, or the fact that Muslims do not eat pork, which I should add, there are many Christians in Gaza that we need to be aware of. But even without that, because they are a minority that is significant enough that if someone cared about the global population of Gaza and actually wanted to deliver aid, they would make sure that most of that aid is edible for most of the population. Whole foods that are not banned for well-known religious or cultural practices would be a good start. I love your enthusiasm and your scream. And every day of my existence as a Swana person, I have internalized that scream 1,000,000 times a day. Because of the YT privilege, the Western privilege, and the inherent willful ignorance that exists here in the Western world by colonizers and wannabe colonizers who are willingly colonized and do their dirty work for them. Because I'm willing to bet that the person that executed the decision to allow such a heinous mistake or short-sighting to occur likely either was or had a team that consisted of global majority people who should have known better. Let's all sit in that discomfort. And to the OP, keep that energy and keep doing what you do.